Delivering his address, one of the presidential advisors, Dr. Sam Sesay, said since the declaration of the African Child Day through the African Union General Assembly resolution in 1991, the Day of the African Child has been observed across Africa, which is focused on issues affecting children. He said Sierra Leone joined other countries in observance of the day in 1993, drawing attention to the plight and challenges of children.
Sierra Leone started observing the Day of African Child in 1993, and since, the Day of African Child has been used as a rallying point to draw attention to the plight of children. The Day of African Child commemoration has been occasioned by advocacy and awareness raising activities that reflect designated themes. The theme for this year's Day of African Child, children's rights must be protected during violence and crises, reflects our vision and commitment as a government to promote and protect the rights and well-being of children in conflict and non-conflict situations.
Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, Minister of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, said this year's theme is timely, given the violence that is often perpetrated by and against children. She summarized her observations this way.
And this is all the more reason why the African Union has come up with a theme for this year, which is conflict and crisis in Africa, protecting the rights of all children. In this context, my ministry and our development partners have translated it to focus on conflict and crisis in Sierra Leone, protecting Sierra Leonean children. This year's theme is indeed timely, very much appropriate. We have seen in recent times violence in various forms perpetrated by and against children. Children themselves are becoming violent. There is a very, very important task ahead for this nation. But in as much as the rights of children should be protected, you, the children, you also have your duties and you have your responsibilities. You have to desist from generating conflict amongst yourselves during sports activities and other social activities.
She further went on to state the issues affecting the rights of children include child marriage, female genital mutilation, and child pregnancy are so compelling that they challenge the very existence of young girls in particular. Delivering a position paper, Paulina Hawa-Bangura, president of the Children's Forum Network, said children from different districts came together on behalf of their fellow children to discuss issues affecting them.
We, the children in the Republic of Sierra Leone, held a conference on the 15th June 2016 at the YWCA Hall to develop a position paper from the theme, Protecting Children's Rights During Violence and Crisis in Sierra Leone. Children from different districts represented their colleagues to discuss their protection issues and how to address them for our future development. The conference was successfully achieved. We, however, during the conference highlighted the following violent acts and we put forward the following recommendations. Violence that prevail in schools and homes are sexual harassment between among teachers and pupils, pupils to pupils, formation of cultism or cliques among boys and girls, bullying among teachers and pupils, corporal punishment and sex for grades, extra school charges for assignment, pamphlets, tests or exams, and other extracurricular activities. Failure to obtain means failing the school examinations. Child labor, neglect, school trade, domestic violence, early marriage or teenage pregnancy, and sexual assault or sexual touching and penetration.
Kaisley Atto Coleman, country director for Plan International, said from what happened 40 years ago in South Africa shows that children can lead to transformative path. This was how he related statistics on the trend of development.
40 years ago, the children of Soweto sacrificed their lives for human rights. And this was a game changer in the fight against apartheid. So this showed that children can lead to transformation. Chairperson, I would like to share some statistics on this phenomenon. According to Plan International State of the World's Girls Report 2015, adolescent girls are largely invisible in the response to emergencies, and girls are pulled out of school during disasters and are unlikely to return. According to a final evaluation of Plan International Sierra Leone Girls Brown Project in Moyama District in March 2016, during the Ebola outbreak, children were abandoned by orphanhood. Again, according to a study done by Plan International, Save the Children and World Vision International in 2015, exploitation and violence against girls increased during the Ebola epidemic, resulting in rising cases of teenage pregnancies. Again, according to a Plan International West Africa September 2013 study, multiple levels of prejudice exist towards children with disabilities at all levels of society, creating deep discrimination and neglect of these children.
Geoff Whiffen, representative from UNICEF, said violence against children is amongst the most heinous crimes. He said the commitment to eradicate all forms of violence against children by 2030 requires the collective will and support by all parties.
Violence against children is amongst the most heinous crimes. That's why I'm sure all of us here in this room were delighted less than 12 months ago to see a global commitment, including the government and people of Sierra Leone, to the Sustainable Development Goals, which commit to eliminate all forms of violence against children by 2030. That commitment is an important start, but we now need to think hard about how we're going to get there, because extra effort will be needed in Sierra Leone to reach these goals.
It could be recalled that about 40 years ago, June 16, 1976, in the streets of Soweto in South Africa, hundreds of black school children took to the streets presenting against the inferior quality of their education and demanded their right to be acknowledged. In the course of the protest, hundreds of them were shot down by security forces. We asked the question, how this day is being commemorated ever since by children in Africa. Reporting for Star Television, I am Rebecca Sugbe.